weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 20. Yard line.
Here we go. 180.
54 miles. Hey, pick your game up.
Here, shift. Black.
Rush in.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Back 22. Coming to you.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quick talking. Alert. Whip. Watch the whip. 50.
Roethlisberger. He completes it to Julio Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, Zoo.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a carry for Pirine. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
54.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ito Smith, his first carry. Nifty move. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Sunday.
54. Watch the run.
Sunday.
He's coming.
Here's Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Nice play, baby.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Like 20.
Check 55, Mike.
Right here. Check. Check hot. Hot. Snickers. Now spin.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, 57. Hey, Alpha.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down. This This will be a Brown sack. Dante Fowler, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday.
Here we go.
Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
230.
55. I got it. Say it. Joker.
Jack 16.
On second down now, it's Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey.
Check 55 to Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, exit.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Snicker. Quarter. Buzz.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Browns take
Let's go.
at their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
66.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Lewis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back. Hey, alert.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like 20.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go.
Hey, switch gears.
Middle.
I got motion.
Black, 1 second.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Black 80.
54. Watch the flag.
24.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Like 80.
Right there, 54 Mike. Right.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 22, 44.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 54, Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Kill. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Check. 80 weapon.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route and complete. That's White. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Browns first down.
Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, ram.
Shit.
Wentz going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, Keys, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Lewis here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost attendance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throw left side complete. It's James. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier. In a different flow.